What's going on, guys? Fixit here. And today I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. And we'll be doing it by using the least amount of third-party services as possible. To get this out of the way, because I know some people are going to say it, why am I not using Streamlabs? Why am I going through all this to set up OBS like this? Well, to be frank, it's not perfect, Streamlabs. It uses up more CPU than OBS, and it's a third-party service. And whenever possible, I try not to use third-party services. Third-party services are usually the ones that you'll get used to, use all the time, and then they'll change something. Switch to a pay model, not update, and then you're left in the dust. Then you have to figure out what are you going to do, and it's just not a good thing. I prefer to get what I know and trust, OBS, set up to do everything I normally would have done in Streamlabs with the least amount of third-party services as possible. So let's get started. We're going to do a quick run over some of the features I have here. Okay, so you see all the standard OBS stuff. What did I add? Well, I have an events list, so I can see all my main things from Twitch. I have stream settings. I can clear chat. I can change my chat stuff. I can even edit my stream information from within OBS. That's very easy. I do have an active live preview window here, which shows me not the preview in OBS, but the active stream. So I can monitor not just my preview, but also my stream. So if it cuts out, I can fix it, or I can at least know that it's cutting out. I have my chat built in. I am using the donations and the live viewer stats from Streamlabs because they have no choice with that. And I also do have a custom CSS chat on-screen display. I'm not using a third-party service for that. Why? Because Streamlabs, several times, their chat server module has crashed and my chat has gotten stuck on stream. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about where I don't want to deal with that. I just want it to work. So let me show you the quick chat thing I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as an example. And you'll actually see that it's more than just on-screen chat. It also has some custom CSS and animations built into it. That means it won't stay on screen. It'll fade away gracefully. And you can change the time if you want the stuff to sit there longer. But yeah, guys, let's get into it and I'll show you how to set it up. So here we have a plain old copy of OBS. I have a game, which is just a screenshot right now, and a webcam, which is a meerkat. It is what it is. So the first thing we're going to want to do to get this OBS looking like my OBS is we're going to want to go to Twitch. And we're going to say, okay, what do we need? Well, we want the activity feed. We want the chat. We want the settings so I can change things on demand. So let's start with something simple like the activity feed. You go to your Twitch creator dashboard, or is it creator dashboard? I think so. Whatever. Stream dashboard, and go to your stream manager. Click the triple dots to the right-hand corner of the activity feed and select pop out. You're going to copy this link. Go to OBS, and we're going to go to View, Docs, Custom Browser Doc. We're going to name it Activity Feed. Paste the URL, and we have it floating here. Now what you can do is you're going to want to just drag it. Actually, wait, we got to apply over here first. And close. Okay. Now what you can do is, there we go. You drag it in and it just finds its place. I'm going to drag it to the right side, and there it is. We have an activity feed there now. Now let's get the chat box. This is fairly simple. Go to same thing, go back to the stream manager, click the 3 dots, pop out chat, copy this link, go back to OBS, go to View, Docs, Custom Browser Docs, Chat, paste the link, apply, and now we have the next one. Okay, I just drug it somewhere for now because it's not as easy to move around unless you do that, unless you bury it on the screen. So right off the bat, we have our activity feed and our chat box. Mind you, if it asks you to log into any of this, just do that, log in. What else are we gonna get? Oh, we definitely need these settings so I can edit my stream information from OBS. Same thing. Pop out. Get the link. Go back to OBS. Stream info. We'll just name it that. Stream info. Boom. Just drag it somewhere. Now, what I want to do with this one is I actually don't use this that often, so I'm going to drag it inside the activity feed. And you'll see this. It makes a tab. I want activity first, so I just hold it and move it. Hold it and move it. So my activity feed is what I'm going to monitor most of the time. And then when I need to edit something, I just click Stream Info, edit my Stream Info, done. I can clear chat and go right back to the activity feed. Really simple. Integrated into OBS like it's meant to be here. Now, I'm going to open up a notepad so you can see this next part better. Next, you're going to want to type out this basic link. The only difference is where I have no escape key, which is a test channel, you're going to want to change this to your channel name on Twitch. And that'll give you a live preview window of what's actually being streamed. So let's do it. Okay. There you go. There's a live preview window. As always, just drag it somewhere. Doesn't matter. And then you can move it. I like to put it over here. So I get a nice size live preview there. Okay, so we have most of the basics in. Some people may want donation tracking and live viewer data. So you can see how many people are actively watching your stream at any time. For that, we will have to use a third-party service. It doesn't matter what third-party service you're using, as long as it does it. I'm going to use Streamlabs in this case just for this. So let's go to Streamlabs. Now I've already partially set it up. You're gonna make me log in again? And it won't. Okay, the first thing you want to do is go to All Widgets, Event List. Now I'm gonna give you a piece of custom code inside the video description. I'm hosting it on CodePen. It's custom CSS for this event list. Because without it, it may not look right. So we'll copy this. See how I have mine? It's kind of Twitch-ish. I turned off everything but donations and merch because the rest of it can be handled by the Twitch activity feed. I set a white color and the theme color of a purple. And then I select Enable for custom HTML CSS. I go down here, highlight everything, delete, paste, save. Again, if you see that this looks all messed up, that CSS code will fix it. Just doing that and it'll be good. So once you do that, you can copy this link, go to OBS, go to Docs, Custom Browser Docs, and this is going to be donations. Okay, there we are. Drag it in somewhere. And I can take this and I can put this here. Give it a little more room. And there you go. So now I have donation tracker. I can see everybody who donates to me at any given time. All built into OBS. I don't need to use Streamlabs. It's just right here. Okay, so now that's... actually, we're missing something. I almost went too quickly. Okay, so now we're going to go to All Widgets. And we're back at Streamlabs. And we're going to... Where is it? Viewer count. Here we go. Now, I already upped the font size to 78. You can, if it's too big or too small, you can adjust it so it shows up right in your OBS. But that's pretty much all I got to do. Twitch viewers, I set that to Twitch viewers, and yeah, that's it. I don't think I did do this. You might just have to type this: body, bracket, background, colon, hashtag 1F, 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 semicolon, or colon, and then a bracket. Okay. I know it's a little confusing, but go here, go down, enable custom CSS, click the CSS, type this in. Raise your font, select Twitch, and select save. Okay. Now we're going to copy. Same thing, go to docs, custom browser doc. Screw it, viewers, and there you go. Beautiful. Drag it anywhere, it doesn't matter. And then we can drag it down from here. There we go. And resize it right there, and beautiful. Now this is all the interface editing I've done on my screen, on my OBS. This is pretty much exactly how I have it. I do have one more thing. A custom on-screen chat integration, because I've had Streamlabs chat literally freeze and it just doesn't update on stream. So we're going to utilize the actual pop-out chat box to make our own little chat. All right, close pop-out, we'll reopen it, pop-out, we'll get that link back. Okay, we'll get that. We're going to go to browser, create new. I can name it later. Paste the link. I'm going to set a width of about 450. My number pad isn't on. 450. And this is 500. Let's just try it. First and foremost, that looks okay, I guess. Sure, why not? Okay, so now that we have that, we can obviously see that, chat is on screen, but just look at it. It looks like trash. We don't want that. Matter of fact, I will make an adjustment. We're going to set it to 400. It's a little too wide for now. For now, it's to be honest, it's still too wide. Let's set it to like 350. Let's set the height to like 420. That's a little bit better. Now, again, we can already see it looks like trash. So let's do a few things. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to filters. We're not going to use a chroma key on this. It's not how I roll. The way I roll is trust me, stay with me. We're going to crop this first and foremost. We're going to crop from welcome to chat to send message. So all you got to do is click it and press the up arrow key or the down arrow key to start cropping. Okay, we look like a good, that looks good. I'm gonna go to the bottom. I think we're good. Okay, so now we just have the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's okay. All right, so now I'm gonna give you another piece of code inside the description, which is going to be the Twitch chat opacity CSS. Copy this whole thing. Some of this is stuff I found online, and some of this is stuff I whipped up. We're going to double click the browser source. I'm going to delete this and paste that. And with that, we're done. Let's show it off. Right? Now you see we still have a little bar on the side. Let's test some stuff out though. Okay, we can see there's actually a little bit of the area on the side that we can crop. So let's do that. paste a new thing. Screw it, we'll paste all the code so we can see the bar. Okay. I don't see it anymore. All right, let's do some more tests. Okay, we look good. And you also notice that it disappears after a period of time. That's some custom code there in my CSS. So anyway, guys, hopefully this has helped you. Why don't you give it a shot, try it out. I think you'll love this. Just getting away from the Streamlabs software and just having everything in one place. It's really a better way to do it. Hopefully this video has helped you guys, and as always, guys, if you like what you see and you want more videos like this, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.